Hello and welcome back to the FCS Football channel and today's match preview for the Manchester United versus Granada second leg tie. Now, of course, Manchester United do come into this game with a 2-0 lead and 2 away goals, having beaten Granada 2-0 in Spain. Now, Manchester United in that game were less than convincing. We didn't play well at all. We scored both our goals through, the first one was an over-the-top ball from Victor Lindelof and Marcus Rashford took down delightfully. And then we got what, in my opinion, was a very, very, very soft penalty, which Bruno Fernandes then should have had saved, really. Goalkeeper guessed the right way and kind of just palmed it into the corner of his own net. Really poor goalkeeping. And on another day, I think we probably would have lost that game. I think this just sums up Granada. They're not a very good side. They are an average La Liga side. They're not a great side. They're not up there with the Real Sociedads even. They're not up there with the Villarreals who are still left in this competition. They're not even up there. Well, they're just not up there, are they? They're the equivalent of, let's say, a Crystal Palace, a Wolves, for example. They're a team we should comfortably be beating, especially when we come into this game having just demolished Spurs 3-1 in the Premier League. After what was an incredible second half performance, the best we've probably seen all season long, and for me, arguably the closest we've been to that after lockdown run and form we were putting in, of course, after lockdown. Now, if we're looking at team news, this is of course the team news. Martial is of course still out, as we are expecting him to be for the rest of the season. Hopefully he can find his way back just at the end, at the crunch time really, and hopefully be a big part in us winning the Europa League. Then alongside him, Eric Bailly, of course, he had COVID-19 so he was out. He's now back in Manchester. However, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has confirmed he will not be with the squad for this game. And then we've just got our suspensions. We've got Shaw, McTominay and Harry Maguire. They're all suspended thanks to an accumulation of yellow cards. And Marcus Rashford, he's just a doubt for this game. He missed training today. Might be tomorrow when you're watching this. This has been recorded on the 14th. So he missed training today and, sat it out. So we're not 100% sure whether he will be available for the game. I reckon he'll probably be thrown in. I reckon he'll try. He'll play if possible, he will play for me. So with that being said, this is my team for today. So I've gone for David De Gea in goal. I think it's clear who our number 1 and number 2 goalkeeper is now. Henderson's now our number 1 goalkeeper. He is our league goalkeeper. To be fair to Dean Henderson, he played really well against Spurs, and I think he deserves to stay in the league for at least the next game. That being said, do I think it's fair David De Gea got dropped? No. Not really, but that's just the way it is. De Gea is now our goalkeeper, and look, he's a fantastic goalkeeper. I'm more than happy for him to be playing in the cups. I just think he deserves more. Then a back four, I've gone for Williams, Tuanzebe, Lindelof and Telles. Just play Williams. Give Williams a go. He was at one point of the last season was our first choice left back. He's right footed. Play him at right back. Give Wan-Bissaka a little time off. So I'll play Williams. Lindelof and Tuanzebe have to play at centre-back. There are only 2 fit centre-backs, and Lindelof's hardly fit. We know Maguire can't play, obviously, due to suspension. Bailly's already been ruled out, so it will be Tuanzebe and it will be Lindelof, which I'm quite looking forward to. We saw them play together against PSG at the start of the season, and they were fantastic together. Let's just see if they can show that type of form again, and that put in a level of performance like that again. Because if he does, Tuanzebe can be the real deal. Now, left back Luke Shaw, of course, Telles is suspended. Who else is going to play there? Has to be Alex Telles, so I'm going for Alex Telles. And then in the double pivot, with McTominay suspended, I'm going for Donny van der Beek and Nemanja Matic. I just want to see Donny van der Beek playing that double pivot where I think he's best in a Manchester United shirt, and let him go out there and put in a top performance. In the front line, I've gone for Diallo, I've gone for James, I've gone for Bruno, and I've gone for Mason Greenwood. I think give Diallo a start. Let us see what he's capable of from a starting position. We're 2-0 up against Granada. Like I've said so many times, they are an average Spanish league side. He should be, if he's as good as we've been told he is, let him start this game and let us see what he's all about. Dan James out on the right. Look, Greenwood could go out there and we could play Cavani. I would just go with Dan James because just give Cavani this game off, then let him play against Burnley in a game where Look, he might struggle, he might really succeed. I don't think Cavani's at a stage of his career where he can keep playing 2-3 games a week. Resting for the big games, for the Premier League games, if he's going to be our first choice striker, that means putting Greenwood up top, meaning Dan James has to play out on the right, because I wouldn't play Rashford no matter what. And then Bruno at 10, I mean, I could play Mata there, and on second thoughts, maybe you do start Mata, but I think Bruno's a captain. Without Bruno Fernandes, I'm not quite sure where the real leaders in that team is. So I would go for Bruno. And look, if you can bring him off at 45 minutes at half time, do so. Get Mata on in there. But obviously, that's just my opinion. This is what I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will go with. I think, of course, he will go with a very similar back four to me. However, I do think he will go for Wan-Bissaka over Brandon Williams. I think he's shown time after time this season, Brandon Williams is not favoured over Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka just doesn't get rested, does he? Then in the double pivot, I think he will go with Fred and Matic. I think we've seen this double pivot before. I don't think he trusts Donny van de Beek, and I don't think we'll see Donny van de Beek get many minutes today. He might come on at half time, but I don't think he'll start this game. So I think he will go with Fred and Matic. Then the front four, I think he'll give Cavani the game off. Again, I think he'll start Rashford because he's proven that he will always start Rashford if there's a chance of him being able to play. So I think he will. Bruno at 10. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to win this game rather than just get us through by resting players. I think he wants to go win 3-4-0. So I think he will start Bruno. And I think he will start Pogba out on the right. He played really well out on the wing against Spurs. And I don't see why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wouldn't do it again. There's just question marks over which wing Rashford and Pogba will start on. Rashford, of course, played off the right against Spurs. And Pogba was on the left. I've swapped them round. But, of course, I wouldn't be surprised to see him swapped again. Then I've gone for, again, Greenwood up top. Like I said, I think he will rest Cavani. I don't think there's any need for Cavani to play today. I think it's just another poor use of his squad if he does. Because Cavani, look, what is he? He's in his mid-30s, really. He can't play every game. You've got to use your squad now. And starting Mason Greenwood up top is doing exactly that. Players like Bruno Fernandes, they want to play every week. And at their age, they kind of can, somewhat. Cavani, for me, really can't. And for me, that's the reason I would start with Greenwood today. And I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer might just agree with me. But then lastly, just to round off this video, let's be honest here. This is Granada. This is, like I keep saying, an average Spanish league side. If we weren't playing in the Europa League, this was... If we were in the Spanish league and we was playing Granada, there would be no doubts we should be winning this game. The fact that it's now put into the Europa League and we have away goals, there's absolutely no reason not to rest some key players if possible. Like I said, for me, the only real starters in that team is Lindelof, because he has to play, and Bruno. Even that may be overkill. Like I said, you could start Juan Mata over Bruno if you wanted. There's just no reason not to win this game. Rest when you can. Give players some minutes. Donny van de Beek. He's played in Champions League semi-finals. Give him a game. Diallo, give him his full debut. Dan James, give him a run out. Because realistically, this game we should win and we can rest for Burnley. Because although it's very unlikely, I don't want to get your hopes up because chances are we're not going to be able to catch Man City. Man City are only... 8 points ahead of us if we win our games in hand? While it's very unlikely, there's a chance that maybe they fall off the ball a bit and we can maybe catch them. And while that is potentially the case, you don't want to risk losing that chance because we decide we wanted to beat Granada 8-0 on aggregate rather than just beating them 3-0 on aggregate. So for me, like I said, I would rotate quite a lot. Of course, you need a few starters here and there. But rotate largely because if this is Granada, we should be beating them fairly comfortably. Lastly, I just want to talk about how we need to play like we did in that second half against Spurs. We blew Spurs away in that second half. If we play like that today and we play like that for the rest of the season, my opinion on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could easily change. But that's the thing. Who has confidence in us playing that way again? That's the big issue with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I think if he fixes that, a lot of Ollie outers will become Ollie inners again. And look, if we play like that, we will win this game comfortably, regardless of what team we play. And we'll go to Burnley on the weekend and we'll do the same. And we'll go again and again and again. And we'll just go and we will destroy teams, because that was a very, very convincing performance. That was the type of performance that you expect from our Manchester City. And we've proven time after time we can do it, but we don't do it often enough. I want to see us play like that. Let's go play like that. And I think we're going to win this game 2-0. Anyway, if you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below and subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Your support is greatly appreciated. And let me know your predictions down below. Make sure you tune in for the watch along. The details are on your side. The stream will start about 7:30. Kickoff is at 8. Anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.